think he's mad, but I think he'll let me love on him. Oh, come on, dude. What are you doing, man? You can literally find the way and or make the way to do whatever you want, to be whoever you want to become. And your why isn't found through reading books or even journaling. It's found through action. All right, y'all, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, we are going to get a little ranch work in. It's the weekend. My family is still up in Wisconsin. I missed the heck out of them, fly up there tonight to see them. But this morning, we got a bunch of work to do around the ranch, get everything prepared for me being gone for a couple of weeks, check on the animals. But the workout's already done, got the bike in. Man, I'm just addicted. I'm addicted to the bike. It's the craziest thing. But when you literally spend, hundreds of hours with a thing like a bike being a part of your life, it becomes this crazy habit. I mean, I went from a guy who couldn't even ride 20 miles around a track. Dude, I can't feel my toes. My toes hurt so bad. It feels like my toes are gonna fall off. Quit at mile 10. To a guy that averaged 157 miles a day for 12 days straight. And the best part about it, I still wouldn't classify myself as a cyclist. But these habits we build in our life, like my father told me, the good habits, they're like a cold bed. They're really hard to get into and really easy to get out of. But man, once you're in there, you know things are gonna get better. This morning while I was training, I was listening to this podcast and this guy was talking about how you found your why. And it takes me back to Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why. All of these famous people all the time talking about find your why, find your why. Look, y'all, that is all bullshit. The only way to find your why is to live your damn why. Like I remember on day 10 of the ride, we went from Iowa to South Dakota to Minnesota to South Dakota to Minnesota to South Dakota. And at this one point, we stopped. And it was the middle of nowhere, farm fields everywhere. And this guy rolls up in a truck and he's like, man, y'all look suspicious. I didn't know if I should bring a hose or a rifle.
The guy that's got the big camera pointing at me, what's going on with that? Got a problem with that? Or?
Turns out he was a third generation farmer, was farming over 4,000 acres in his area. And he was probably in his 60s, maybe 70s. And he was very, very, very suspicious of us. Like wouldn't tell us his name, like thought we were up to no good. And before he left to go back home, we told him, hey man, check out backtheride.com. He's like, all right, I'll do that. And he peeled off in his truck. The craziest thing happened. 30 miles later, all of a sudden, the crew pops onto the walkie-talkie and says, hey, our friend Dwight's back. I looked at Joya, I'm like, man, who the hell is Dwight? He said, that's the farmer. In that moment, I thought to myself, he either brought the hose or he brought the rifle. But it turns out he did something that I think will impact me for the rest of my life. He pulls up next to us, blasting God Bless the USA on the radio. And he has his 3 grandkids standing in the bed of the truck holding American flags. In that moment, I recognized what my why was. I couldn't figure out my why beforehand. I mean, I knew what the mission was, but the why? I didn't really know what the why was, but that moment showed me, literally made me feel what my why is. We pulled off to the side of the road and he tried to get us to keep riding. But after you have an experience like that, I mean, these kids were probably 6, 8, and 10. You see them holding these American flags, this incredible country. You're like, man, we got to learn more. And when we stopped, these kids each gave us like $20, $5, $10 bills as a donation to the ride. And we got to take a photo with them. I mean, it was like literally grandkids piling out of this car like a clown car. And he pulls me aside and he said, man, I didn't believe you guys were doing what you're doing, but because of what you're doing, you gave me hope. You gave me hope that there's still good people in this world, that there are still people out there who are willing to make a difference in the lives of other people. What you're doing is God's work. Thank you for doing it. That is not found reading books. That is not found thinking through Simon Sinek's logic of starting with why. The only way I believe that you can find your why is if you get off your ass, you go outside, you move your body, you create a mission, and through consistent actions and movement, progress, it doesn't even have to be forward progress, you will feel your why. Your why will show up. Other people will confirm that you are living your why. Dwight, that farmer, man, that dude showed me something inside of me that I could have never found for me. He made an impact on my life and probably on many of the people in the crew's life in a way that I don't think he'll ever truly understand. I just think back sometimes on what it would be like to farm 4,000 acres. I mean, we've got only, quote unquote, 20 acres here. And I remember when we bought this thing, I thought, man, 20 acres is a lot of land. It turns out cows eat a lot of grass. And 20 acres gets mowed down by a herd of cattle pretty damn quick. But even just those words that I just used, man, we only have. What a dramatic way to be ungrateful for the opportunities we have. The languages that we use, most of us, at least here in America, English, man, the words, they all have meaning. And they have meaning that we give it, but we also have meaning to the words, and the meaning is given by other people. To even use the word only is just coming from a place of scarcity, not a place of gratitude or abundance. I mean, look at that. We got the Texas flag, the American flag ripping in the wind. We got a cool breeze. Cattle are all chilling, walking into the pasture to see if our bull is interested in any of the women. I got one of them marked to come back into heat today. And if she doesn't, that means she's bred. And she's a heifer. Heifer is a cow, female, that has not yet had a baby. So this is her first go around with a bull. And it's not uncommon for a heifer to not get bred the first go around. It might take 2 heat cycles for her to actually get bred. But this guy, I think he's got her bred. I think he's mad, but I think he'll let me love on him. What's up, buddy? I mean, how great is it of an opportunity to wake up and go out and have the ability to choose what you want to do, where you want to be, who you all want to be around. Now, we're not always afforded the choice to do whatever we want, but I do believe we are always afforded the opportunity to do whatever we want. And I just think back on that moment in Minnesota, those American flags, bed of a truck, a bunch of kids holding them, God bless the USA blasting on the radio, and a man who's seen a lot. He's seen windmills come in, take over the farm fields that he probably once used to run through and play in. He's seen people come, take advantage of their community, pull me aside and say, thank you for giving me hope. It's just a reminder that regardless of where you are or your circumstances, you can literally find the way. Oh, and make the way. Come on, dude. What are you doing, man? You can literally find the way and or make the way to do whatever you want, to be whoever you want to become. And your why isn't found through reading books or even journaling. It's found through action, taking risks, failing, doing things that most people say you aren't capable of doing things that you're scared as hell to do, and seeing what you feel and what you experience along that journey. Man, this life, this opportunity to be above ground rather than 6 feet below ground is such a blessing. And it's so easy to get lost in the stress and the anxiety. I'm just focusing on the gratitude this morning.